Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in Week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
And they'll send Watson in motion right. Throwing to start the drive. Bingham. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 35, here's second down and 1. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Off the play fake. Bingham. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one 28 yards on the ground.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you all know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Bingham. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 4th down, on his groupie to try the field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. It fights him off. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Blake Groupie now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. And I tell you what, partner, I think this guy's going to like running behind his new offensive line.
I agree with you, and you can never have enough good runners. They usually provide a nice little spark with their new team.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Operating from the gun, McClure. Again, it's Johnson. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And able to get this out to the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
From the 25, here's second down and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Looking to throw. Bingham. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Off-play action. Bingham. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, McClure. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, we kind of thought it was a matter of when, not if, that a team might relocate to a spot outside the United States. Canada seemed like the most logical choice, and now here we are in this great city, a city that's had success in the Canadian League, but now they have an NFL franchise of their very own to celebrate, and man, is it cool to see. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now. Toronto in possession of the football. They work now on 2nd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action. 2nd and 9 now. And he rifles one incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Spinning past him, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Oh, man, just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. McClure got his tight end. That's complete. That's Johnson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. From the gun on 3rd down. Bingham working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to try and take off with it. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
That's complete to Laporta. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 5. Can't get away, and he's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Bingham. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Off the play fake. McClure. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 84 yards. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. But he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They begin with a run by Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. McClure. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down. McClure. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points in the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Bingham. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It finds his receiver, Watson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. This 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Bingham. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's complete to Mitchell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. That's another one complete to Mitchell. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back to throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This to Laporta, right side.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. From the gun on 3rd down. Bingham under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. 1 more go for this offense in the first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. DJ Reader there on the tackle. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Bradford. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now a handoff up the middle. Bradford fights through him, and he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They finally caught up to him there at the end of the play, but great inside handoff, and what a powerful run.
The first few yards seemed relatively easy. Then it got tougher, right? And that's where he showed that he was not going to go down easily. He was not going to be denied until he got everything he could out of that run.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Looking to throw. McClure. And Thomas has it. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Cameron Dicker on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Back to throw. Bingham. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now 3rd down and very long. Looking to throw. Bingham. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this down to the 48-yard line.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. McClure. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Bradford. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 3rd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Childers. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Barkley, inside handoff. taken down at the 42.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on third down to keep this drive alive.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Bingham. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. That's taken in by Watson. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Welcome back to Toronto, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. In motion left goes Watson. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle and take it in by Laporta. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Back to throw. Bingham. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Throwing to start the drive. McClure hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
He finds his man Johnson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Up the middle they go. Childers. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
In motion left goes Watson.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Off play action. Bingham. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And now following the desperation turnover on downs, they're set up with a 1st and goal to go.
18.
Looking to throw. McClure. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Extra point up and good by Dicker,
and the lead is up to 18 now.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Bingham.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Bingham.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give, right side. Childers.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
Back to throw. McClure over the middle. It's Thomas. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Brian Thomas. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Operating from the gun. McClure. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. A good pickup there, a 22. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Bingham.
He'll get this complete downfield to Kmet.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Cole Kmet, 51 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
Groupie for the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On first down, Childers.
He's got it to the 43 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back to throw. McClure looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain an 18-point lead. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Childers.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Childers. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's a gain of 5.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Toronto, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.